Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien here in the morning of Wednesday, June 14th, 2023, Flag Day. Sitting in for Paul Harvey this morning. Stand by for the rest of the story. Well, today's story is of the city of culture. This city in the South was a town at the time for 100 years. It was to itself considered culture, the city of culture, the town of culture. It had numerous colleges and had all kinds of the arts. The architecture was Greek in origin and mirrored ancient Greece. And in some homes it was called the Athens of the South. And they took pride in that with their different venues of culture, from arts to music to architecture. They took seriously their culture aspect of their town or city. And you guys over in Charleston, South Carolina can relate to this because you were once called the city of sophistication. Remember Charleston? Then about 100 years ago, your kids, or your grandparents or great-grandparents today, revolted against the sophistication aspect of their parents, and a new dance was developed, the Charleston. Oh boy, remember how the Charleston was received in Charleston? Yeah, oh boy. Especially, in the mid-1920s. Oh man. Was that, and you guys don't remember that, but it was a uproar that you could, the city, the townsfolks, the town elders, and everybody was up in arms about Charleston. We gotta make it a way, outlaw it, and if you got caught dancing to Charleston, well, you got arrested. Oh yeah, remember that, Charleston? In the good old days of the 1920s? Yeah. Then after the Charleston, well, you guys got the big band. Oh boy, in the 30s, the big bands. Especially Tommy Dorsey. And then Glenn Miller would go by there occasionally, and the other guys that were there. But it was Tommy Dorsey and Glenn Miller for the most part, but you had the other guys that came around too. And boy, that really drove you sophistication guys. Because remember, you were all for being nice and nitty and tucked in and taking rides on the carriages, just like the 19th century, Victorian sophistication. Well, then, to top it all off, rock and roll just made Charleston. And today you still have the little rides with your carriages going on in Charleston. You don't have much big band anymore. Rock and roll is not quite what it used to be. And Charleston is not quite what it used to be, but it still tries to hold some remnants of sophistication. Well, same with this other city, the city of culture. It developed a high culture, and all of a sudden, they think it was overnight, but it was really gradually. The worst thing happened to them. The hillbillies came to town. Oh boy. Yeah. So the town elder, who happened to be the governor of the state at the time. Oh, hillbillies in my town. Oh no. Country music. Ah, yuck. Ooh, yeah, yeah. And you guys know what town I'm referring to now, don't you? The rest of the story, you people. Asheville, Tennessee. The culture, well, it's still there. Today, you have an uneasy relationship in Nashville between tuxedos and jeans, crepe Suzette and grits, violins and fiddles, and most of all, opera and the Grand Ole Opry. Oh boy. Hillbillies were there to stay, except for a certain amount named Clampett, who left and went to California to Beverly Hills. And, the bank in Beverly Hills, they put their money in, it's still there. But other than that, the city of culture, the Athens of the South, is still surviving. Although, hillbillies, well, you know them. Roy Acuff and company, Dolly Parton, and don't forget the other guys, Buck Owens and Roy Clark and all the other guys from the Grand Ole Opry made Nashville center stage for hillbilly music. Well, I grew up in country music in the 60s with guys like Marty Robbins and Barbara Mandrell, Tammy Wynette, George Jones, yeah, Johnny Cash, June Carter. I grew up with people like that. And my grandfather, who was from Maryland, being kind of a southerner type, he liked hillbilly music. And he could not stand classical music. Poor guy. Oh, my granddad, yeah. He just couldn't. You played Aida and he wanted to take that record and yeah. So I always used to tease him and play his favorite because he could stand classical music when it was played by Spike Jones. Yeah. But you see, people in Nashville, you got an uneasy relationship, like I said, between your tuxedos and blue jeans, crepe Suzettes, and grits. Grits. Fiddles and violins. Yeah. And the opera and the Grand Ole Opry. So now you know the rest of the story. Sitting in for Paul Harvey, this is your favorite alien saying, you guys in Nashville and you guys in Charleston. You're still there. You're not as sophisticated as you were in Charleston. You're not as cultured as you were in Nashville. But look at the good part. Neither one of you guys got a Major League Baseball team. Neither one of you guys got an NFL team, an NBA team, or an NHL team. So hey, you guys are the culture city in Nashville and the sophisticated city in Charleston. Good day.